Okay, so I'm back. This is all in the same session, so it's just me. I'm going to keep my wolf around. He's probably going to bite it quite a bit. So that Treehead Woodfist, who is one of those super unique characters, he's always Treehead Woodfist. He guards the tree. So here is a scroll of Inifis. Now I have to take that to Akara, so I really should have planned this out better. What I'm going to do is find the waypoint around here. So yeah, so when I've got that that little orange glow around my feet, that means I'm being affected by my oak sage, which is a spirit up in my party. You can't interact with anybody else in your party except for your hireling, who you can outfit. So if you see that I'm not giving anybody, you know, health potions or mana or anything like that, it's because I can't, because I can just resummon them. The game thinks that's good enough. That if I want to use meat shields, I can pay for it out of my own mana. Fair enough. See, this makes it a little bit sort of tougher to prioritize who to go for, because they're all just I'm getting only like all melee or all ranged. Oh, here's the difference, but these guys can't see me because they're behind the wall, as is my arrow girl, so there you go. It's a balanced fight. Now as well, so yeah, so your character levels with your mercenary, like they get experience themselves. So if you especially like a necro, if you're a necromancer, so I didn't get Stony Field, which is dumb because I'm gonna have to go back. That was silly. If you are like a necromancer and you use things like, you know, corpse explosion that just clears a whole room. Okay, here we go, Kara. Okay, so she's translated the runes. I've got to go to Stony Field, which is named because it has the Khan stones. Okay, now our quest log now, so it's taken out of, oh no, here we go. It is in here. I'm thinking of Luke Lane. Alright, so it's saying this is the order you have to touch it in. It's not a big deal, like it will not let you touch it in any other order anyway. So it's just saying, okay, we've done the first leg of that. I'm not going to bother trading. Okay, so I'm going to okay, Cold Plains might be the quickest way to get there. Let's have a little look. So I'm going to use my map. I've been in there. Let's see. Okay, no, so I was just saying if I had, I'll take the gold. Just saying if I had come across the entrance to another place and just not gone in, but no, I haven't. So I'll just fight my way there. Okay, so let's go and have a look. And you can tell where we've been by the Trail of Dead. Huh. Now the cave. Actually, I might go in there. The cave has an uber chest, and I usually have good luck with it. So, as opposed to those ones in the monastery graveyard, those ones I don't know, I just never get anything good out of it. There are chests and racks and things, but I just never find anything worthwhile in there, ever. So you can see there's a green girl running up. She's not poisoned, she's a special character. Stone skin, so her defense is really tough. I want to wipe her out first because she will automatically give her other minions everybody around her will get a bonus as well. Not to the level that she has, but still pretty bad. Like it's just unnecessarily tough. You may as well just get rid of that. And so that works with extra fast, as you saw with Treehead Woodfist as well. Extra strong, I don't know if that does affect it. I have a feeling it does. But it's one of those things that it's kind of hard to tell. Okay, so my vine's not going to have really any effect on these guys because they're undead. Alright, I think there's... oh no. Usually when you see that little aura, that little pink glow that was around, sometimes that means that you've got champions around. But sometimes it's just a weird trick of the light. Like, yeah, you see that there, it's actually because he's got fire. So, and he's using a like special ability. There's so many little details in this game. Okay, so I've got a green skeleton. Spectral hit. I'm getting a lot of spectral hit characters, which just means it's extra painful. And yeah, and when you have no cold resist, it also has, you know, a chance to freeze you. So let's find this chest. So there is a super unique character in here. I believe it's Cold Crow is the girl in here. I haven't played the cave for a while. Because usually when I play a new character, I'll just outfit them. There she is. Oh, okay. So she's cold enchanted. That makes sense. So she's always cold. Let me just wipe. Alright, now. When she dies, she's going to explode into cold, the way that Bishy Bosh explodes into fire, because he's fire enchanted. There you go. Everybody just got hit there. Ah, man. Now that, you see how they're exploding into shards? Okay, that is a really, really good thing about Cold Enchanted, because if I'd frozen one of those fallen, and he'd shattered into shards, he would actually not be revivable. I don't know what the word there is. Now, as a druid, there's no way to give your summoned creatures any resistances. Necromancers have that ability with their summoned creatures, but I don't have that ability. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've played an Amazon, but I have a feeling that their Valkyries can have resistances. And assassins. I haven't played an assassin in a very long time. I don't remember if her Shadow Warrior can. So I don't know, but I do know that my guys are not going to be able to. Assassins are like the one characters I find actually really hard to use. I've never found a build that I like, and yet they seem like really popular. I just think that they're kind of limited and really fiddly. I mean, my druid is going to get fiddly after a while, but not for a long time. Not until probably I get into Hell or some of the bosses in Nightmare. Come on, I want this chest. See, this is why I was considering not coming in here, because it goes on forever. Now, if you're surrounded by enemies and there's one in particular that you want to fight, like a special character, you know, I mean, the aim is not great here. You know, you might, if you get surrounded, you probably just end up hitting anybody. But what you can do is, once you have them, and you'll know because whatever your curse is on, their name will come up top. You can just hold down your mouse, and you will only concentrate on that person. The problem is, of course, that then if they, you know, run off, which is a particular problem if you have a weapon that has a characteristic that, you know, gives monsters a 50% chance to flee when hit. Or you have creatures like these, you know, dark hunters and stuff, that they you know, that then you're running around everywhere and possibly into danger. Also, if you just hold down the mouse, here we go, mana burn. He will give, all of his followers will have mana burn. That just means every time he hits you, you just leak a lot of mana. So if you're holding down your mouse, once they're dead, it doesn't automatically select something else. So you've got to keep an eye on it. Alright, so this little pocket's done. Why do I have a feeling it's up here? Not there specifically, but yeah. So, so just holding down the mouse and focusing on one person, that's a good way to, cold resist. I might give this to her. Fast attack speed, I don't need that. Alright. And just like that, I've got a nice clean inventory. Here we go, Uber chest. It's nice and shiny. But let's not get too excited, we've got other guys to kill. Ooh. Dragon Wing. Dragon Wing is another one I think that is a super unique. You know, you get, with the normal special characters that are just randomly generated, they'll be called things like, you know, like Razor Hand the Hungry or something. They'll just have these random, you know, names assigned, and then you'll see, you know, later you'll see a Razor Flame the, you know, whatever. Yeah, so, leather gloves, that could be useful. I don't have a scroll. And I've gone up. Okay. I am going to have to address the mana situation soon because I'm going to need mana once I start to use my actual combat skills. It takes about... Oh my gosh, this is going to be such a long run back. He does take a while. He takes about 4 mana, I think, for Feral Rage, which will be the first skill that you use, and that charges up so that you can use Fury, which is the efficient way to use it. So let's go up. Yes, please. My stamina elixir. Yeah, so this was made in 2000, the original Diablo 2 incantation. The expansion came out in 2001, which makes me kind of wonder why they just basically released one after the other. So you can see how much slower these guys are. Alright. We're probably getting to the point where I'm going to start using that soon. If you are going to be using, you know, if you're going to be using a similar build to this, you know, putting points into your wolves is, you know, it's not going to hurt because, let me bring up my tree here, so hit T. Now I'm going to eventually have my grizzly, which is basically a tank. It's a great meat shield, doesn't do a huge damage, but if you can see down the bottom, it says Summon Grizzly receives bonuses from Summon Spirit Wolf and Summon Dire Wolf. So the Dire Wolves will give them like a bonus to, I think, damage. This gives them, no, sorry, this will give them a bonus to, yeah, so to damage and to attack. I think Summon Dire Wolf gives them a bonus to life. Okay. So you do have some, you know, some skills. I think every character has some skills that will, you know, feed off other ones. A paladin who has a Holy Freeze aura, for instance, their Holy Freeze will also be improved by putting points into resist cold, funnily enough. Like this, the skill, it's an aura. Okay, so I'm clicking on him, and then yeah, I just went straight for him. Come on, I need to get to Stony Field. Ah, I'm getting way off track here. Okay. Cracked short bow, damaged quilted armor. This is not exactly, you know, a Midas horde. It's not exactly the city of El Dorado here. Okay. Let's find Stony Field. It's good to keep track of your keys. I picked up the wrong thing there. Crude throwing knife, as if I would want that. 1 to dexterity. Yep, that beats my damage level gloves. Yes, I know I'm getting hurt, but at this level my party should be able to do pretty much anything. Mana recharge shrine, sorceresses, necros. I love these. It's the one shrine I don't really particularly need, but I'll get it just in case. Ooh, aha. Okay, so you see how that replaced my mana shrine. So yeah. Always be wary. Yeah, so these round rocks, you might not be able to see it very clearly in the video, but when you play the game, you'll be able to see they actually kind of do stand out. They've got much more defined edges. They're the ones that you can just turn over, and when you hover above it, it will say loose rock. I have to be careful. There's a stamina shrine there. If I accidentally hit that, I will. And same with that. If I accidentally hit that, I will lose my experience shrine. Okay. No, Cold Plains. Here we are, Stony Field. Alright. I have a feeling I'm going to end up finding the Carnstones before I find the waypoint, which would be a mistake. Yeah, don't go running into houses purely to, you know, to get away from someone, because you might end up just running into a whole bunch of enemies. So there's another shrine here, Stamina Shrine, which is nice, but you know, you don't want to run into it and then lose your experience shrine. Experience shrines are the best shrines you can have. You'll learn that pretty quickly, especially when your character's geared up a bit. You know, resistance shrines are probably the other ones that are useful. You tend to never get the ones that you want. Skill shrines at a low levels can be really bad, because when you don't have any mana, if you're something like a sorceress who's going to rely on mana a lot, you don't have much mana, and then your skills go up. When your skills go up, typically so does the mana cost for it, so you're just going to be running out of mana and using up all your potions, which are at a premium when you're a sorceress. Now up here I can see that's one of the Canstones. So it's right next to the entrance to the Dark Wood. I'm not going to go straight there. I want to find this waypoint because I may have to go back to town. I can't really remember. I'm going to err on the side of caution. Yeah, so be careful with the shrine. So an experience shrine does not recharge. If it was, you know, everybody would just exploit that. Okay, so this has come up. This is yellow. It's yellow. It's 2 yellows in a row. That's awesome. Yellow means it's a rare item. So they will have a whole bunch of different qualifiers on them. So this is faster block rate, 10% increased chance of blocking, 25% enhanced defense, lightning resist 5, poison resist 5, attack takes damage of 1, which that last one doesn't mean anything. But now it means I've got So if I put this on here and you have a look at my resistances down the bottom, my resistances are shocking, but that's actually better than what I had. Your arrow girl can never use a shield, so that's not I don't have to worry about giving her that. Now let me see if I wandered past. Nope. Alright. I'm not going to go... Oh, here we go. I'm not going to go to the Canid stones just yet. I'm going to find the waypoint. So if you can't find them... Oh, this is in the Stony Field. Okay, Lambesson's Tome. That will actually give us the 4th quest. About the Countess.
And so it came to pass that the Countess, who once bathed...
Okay, so that's about the Countess. You can find this out for yourself. I'm not going through and going through all of the talky bits and all the cinematics. The cinematics for this game I think are really cool. You know, I've actually just sat down and watched them all, you know, in one hit, and I just love it. But yeah, I'm not going through that because, you know, you can click them, you can click a button and get them for yourself. And I think it's just a huge time, you know, it's just sort of very time intensive, and this game can be time intensive in parts anyway. Okay, so here we go. Now, it's a superior cap.
I'll put that to good use.
Which is better than that, so she can have this. Alright, Canid stones. You will keep that scroll in your possession that you got, that Akara identified for you, or interpreted, translated, what have you. So there's a super unique character that guards the stones as well, and that is Rakinishu, and that is what they all yell when you fight them. You've probably heard. So these are carvers, they're not fallen. He's lightning enchanted, which is just awful. If you have cold damage, and if you can freeze something that's lightning enchanted, like you might notice he didn't really do anything there. Okay, so here we go. So now we've got to touch the Canid stones in that order, but you know, you can just randomly select them, and then once you hit the right one, it will... Here we go. Find and rescue Deckard Cain. Alright. Okay, so we might leave this here and come back and go through the portal into Tristram. Yes, who doesn't love Tristram?